Oh my goodness, look at this. I have been dying to do a castle cake, and I finally got an order for one. So here we have a Disney princess castle. So the base on this one is a 10-inch, which is huge, and then the top tier is a 6-inch. There had to be quite a big step in sizes so that you've got this sort of ledge all the way around. One for the little turrets to sit on, and two for the little figures to sit on, and three to create the sort of castle look. You do need a sort of a bigger base and a smaller top. So there's not a lot of detail going on this one. It's quite simple, plain, clean, because there's a lot of figures and the sort of turrets at the side as well. It doesn't need too much detail for this style anyway. I mean, I could quite easily have gone to town, you know, with lots of flowers and other bits and pieces, but I think because it's white, and as I say, there's figures on it in all different colours, then it's just perfect, in my opinion. So the turrets at the side, they are actually the inside of cling film, the roll, and tin foil, the inside bit. So I've stripped the rolls, and then excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat, and then I've just wrapped them in fondant. The top bits, they are polystyrene cones, which you can get off Amazon, and then they are, I'll just show you underneath, look, they're just stuck onto the top of these poles, and then there's so many different ways that you can decorate these top bits. You could just cover them in plain fondant. I've seen a lot of people sort of just cut little circles out and place them all the way around. This is what I've done, is just use a ribbon cutter, which is sort of given, so there's a little part on it that sort of gives you the jaggedy edge. And I think because there isn't a lot of detail going on the cake, the little sort of frills on these bits, you know, just set it off beautifully. Makes it look a bit frilly, a bit girly, a bit pretty. And they're just, I applied some piping gel to the cones and just wrapped the fondant around, so it's all sort of attached at the back. Very time consuming, very fiddly, but you know, once you sort of get into a rhythm with it, it came along nicely. And then all I've done with those, I've got a little mould that sort of gives these little windows and the door, and then just cut out some little flowers to match the colours. And it's just so pretty, isn't it? So this is a cutter as well. It just gives you this sort of frilled edge. So I've just ran that round the top of the two tiers to give it the castle look. So the bottom base has got dowels in it for the 6-inch to sit on top of, so it doesn't squish your bottom cake. It weighs a ton. It is a huge one, but it's fantastic, isn't it? It's gorgeous. As I say, I've been dying to do a castle cake, and if I had my way, it would have had a lot more detail on it. I just absolutely love to play with detail, but this is at the customer's request, and you know, even though it hasn't got a lot of detail on it, it's stunning, isn't it? So I've just stuck these figures on with a bit of royal icing to the cake and the cake board. got a name and the age, again in matching colours, just to tie it all in. These little flags that are sticking out the polystyrene cones at the top, I've just used some floral wire in white and cut out these little flag shapes and just wrapped it round, used some edible glue and just wrapped it round. And then what I've done is just sort of crimped it a little bit with my fingers before it's sort of set fully. Just sort of, I don't know if you can pick it up, there we are, just sort of crimped it a little bit with my fingers, just curled it a little bit, just to give the impression that the sort of flags are flapping in the wind, so to speak. Just those little touches that add such, what's the word? Just add so much more to a cake, just the little details. I mean, I don't know if the customer will notice, but I notice. And now you notice because I've told you. But yeah, those little touches are always just a little bit more fancy. So yeah, that's a huge princess castle cake. In this case, a Disney princess castle cake for the birthday girl. The pale pink and the pale green as well, with the white, is fab. But again, I mean, this could be done in a multitude of colours and adapted to whatever style you wish. So wish me luck in delivering this one. It's going to be a big one. Oh, sorry, just to mention, yes, these turrets are just attached. I put some edible glue around the base and lent them up against the side there and there, because it doesn't quite touch the side of the cake because these bits sort of stick out, so I couldn't attach it to the side of the cake fully, but there's edible glue here and the bottom on all, and if you leave that to set, it will be firm enough to hold, but just be very careful when moving it because it is quite delicate. So there we go. Disney princess castle cake.